Hey Capricorns, Island Turtle here. Welcome to BOMISpirit. This is going to be your monthly intuitive messages for the sign of Capricorn. Hold on, let me change the lighting since the lighting is now changing outside. Oh, I like that. Oh, these are kind of geez. These are kind of a lot. Sorry, Capricorn. I should have done this ahead of time. Oh, I don't like it. Uh oh my god. Actually, okay. That one nah, we're just gonna roll with it. Sorry, Capricorns. Anyway. Hi, welcome. Uh, Capricorns, immediately getting into your energy, they were showing me an elk, but he was alone. He was alone in the forest, just kind of doing his thing. And I heard example, example, example. You're an example of strength and resilience. I'm sure you're not surprised, earthy Saturn sign. It is very much you, isn't it? But I feel like some of you are relinquishing that image, that title, or at least wanting to demonstrate something else, just something else. I feel like you are used to having to be the anchor. You're used to having to be very strong. That's just very typical Capricorn. But I also feel like it's weighed heavy on your heart. It's also what I was getting, that there's an unburdening of your heart space. There's a lightening of your heart. And as I got deeper into it, it was like, ooh, it almost felt like my chest could just like float away. It was feeling so light. Some of you have already gotten to this space, and some of you are just getting into it, meaning that there is some clearing, unburdening that's trying to happen, and it really feels off of the chest, or even off of the back, just all in this like upper chest cavity. The chest cavity has also been highlighted energetically recently in the collective because of some fixed star activity that we had with the full moon Pisces eclipse. Okay. So don't be surprised if that is something that's been happening for you even long before I even brought it up. Okay. But that's what I'm getting for you, Cappies, that you are who you are, but there this lightening of your heart is allowing you to not be so attached to that identity, I want to say, and maybe even operate a little differently, like showing strength in a different way. Thank you. That's what it is. Showing strength in a different way. Ooh, we just opened a rabbit hole. Capricorns, almost keep wanting to call you Gemini. Sorry. Taurus is coming in here too. But yeah, Capricorns, with the lightening of your heart. Oh, how does this want to be said? Some of you are also redefining strength, what strength and resilience even mean, and also how you define the opposite of that, which is weakness. And I really feel like that is related to emotions and the heart space as well. I'm also getting a little bit of like letting your hair down too. Maybe some of you are just wearing your hair down more often, or maybe you're growing your hair out. That could just be very literal. But I do feel that that's part of the lightening of your heart. I also feel like there's a lightening of your spirit and the way you carry yourself, where maybe you're not being as serious, or maybe you're not being as like this rigid. That's not the best word. That's not the best word. I feel like there has been an association of displaying strength, or what strength is, directly correlated with how put together you are, is what I'm gathering. Like not being wild, so to speak, like not being a little loose and a little, I'm hearing fun frilly. Oh, I don't even know what the frilly means. But you understand what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm feeling like more movement wants to happen in like the upper back and even the chest. Some of you may find that you're like needing to actually like move your body more, especially I'm getting so much with the back and the chest, the back and the chest and the shoulders, a lot with the shoulders as well. Yeah, you've been carrying a burden, Capricorn. I think that's like very clear now. You have been carrying some kind of burden, but it's been in the heart. And it's something that you have, I think, unknowingly just taken on. And who knows, for so long that it's just been part of your identity. But in lightening all of that and in dropping all of that, I'm hearing light as a feather, like strong Ma'at energy. That's also very collective. Ma'at has been all over the collective ever since August, I have to say. And while you can be strong in a new way, because vulnerability is strong too. Um, Strength is not always an obvious, assertive pillar of strength. Like that's not always what um, equates to strength, right? Anyway, Let's get into some cards. I'm going to start with the Archetype deck by Kim Crayons. That is linked below. It should be the first one on the deck list. And yes, all the other decks that I have are linked below. Keep in mind, we'll be doing a part 2 as well. If you resonate with anything that comes through, it should be linked below through Vimeo or through Patreon. On Patreon, we do have all of the part 2s. Just make sure you read the tier descriptions. I may be making some changes to Patreon too relatively soon. I tend to do that a lot. I'm always changing stuff up. You have to. You have to. When the energy shifts, you got to shift, right? It's just how I go. Anyway, Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn. Getting a really big headache in your energy as well. Oh, man. Like right here. Right on the left side of my head. The feminine side. Oh, the feminine side. Some of you could be having a lot of stuff going on with your upper chakras, your crown, your third eye, etc. I'm hearing psychic visions and dreams. Psychic visions and dreams. I would pay attention to what you're seeing there. They're saying specifically what you're seeing, what you're encountering in dream time and in visions. I'm feeling a lot. Definitely people, like people you know, and like look for certain repetitive themes as well. But I also am getting animals. Also getting animals. You may be seeing animals in your dreams. Definitely pay attention to that. Any messages or insights for Capricorn? Oh my God. Oh. Suddenly I just want someone to walk on my back in your energy. Some of you have back issues. It's from carrying so much. Yeah. It's just from carrying so much in your heart on behalf of others, but I also feel like a stifling, Capricorn. Okay, there's more coming in here. They're talking about the body. When we stuff things down, when we don't express things, when we just let them like sit and fester in our bodies and our nervous system, our bodies tend to take it on to try to deal with it because we're not dealing with it. Our bodies are just kind of cool like that, right? You're gonna realize the toll of holding on to all this burden, and it just feels emotional, like just pushing through, pushing through, pushing through, and not acknowledging your feelings, like your actual feelings about needing to push through certain circumstances or needing to show up in certain circumstances or for certain people. I'm getting strong family and work going on there. Carrying the burden at work, carrying the burden for family because no one else would. Or maybe you were just expected to. That's also a typical Capricorn thing. But even though you can do it, and you're capable of a lot, probably the most out of any sign in the zodiac, excuse me, as far as resilience and stamina is concerned, doesn't mean you were okay. Let's sit in that for a second. Just because you were capable and could do it and follow through and push through, make anything happen, doesn't mean you were okay. I feel like this is coming into some childhood themes now. I'm getting quite a few of you. Quite a few different circumstances with childhood stuff coming through. Like some of you could have been like a really good student. And so because you were a good student, like people thought you were fine, but maybe you weren't fine, right? Even just when it comes to work, this is actually getting a little bit more out of childhood, but kind of just getting repetitive. Just because you could do the most, it's like people didn't bother to check in on you, or they just gave you more and more and more and more. But also that there's a double-edged sword there, Capricorn. I'm getting Cancer now. You need to voice it, right? Having a stoic face, a stoic energy when you're pushing through something, even though deep down you're not okay, is what sends the message to people that things are fine, right? Even if things are not fine. I think that's why they're highlighting Cancer, because Cancers are very intuitive. Cancers always know when someone's not okay. Always. No matter how much they're showing they're okay, Cancers always know when someone's not okay. Okay, let's come back. Let's come back to the present. Let's come back to the present. Black and yellow, black and yellow. They're showing me black. That's a weird combination. Black and yellow. It's reminding me of bees. Bees could be important for you. You could be cultivating at this time. You could be getting focused on tribe and collaboration. But black, there's something else there. I can feel it. There's something else there. There's something else there. And I think that you would know how that pertains to you. They're actually showing me a symbol. I don't have yellow with me. It's like they're showing me like black, almost like a V, almost like a V, but it's squared a little at the bottom. So it's like this, and then it's like this, and it's like that. That's the black. And then there's just like two yellow like pillars coming down from that. I don't know if that's somebody's logo or what, but that's interesting. Okay. Okay, let's get to some cards. 10 minutes in now. Any messages or insights for Capricorn? Oh, oh, is this gonna be one of those readings, Cappies? Is this gonna be one of those readings? We have the mother. So much symbology. We've got a golden egg, we've got a nest, we've got a snake, we got like yellows and blues going on. The mother speaks to the feminine, the goddess, the eternal spiral that is everything and all things. It's also about nourishment and healing and comfort and fertility and abundance and that empress like vibe. A lot of stuff comes up with the mother. I'm hearing nurture and care. Yeah, nurture and care, nurture and care, nurture and care. This is the energy you would really benefit from getting into with yourself, especially those of you where you still have this like burdened heart. Allowing yourself to hold yourself in this kind of loving space, comfort can start to help you release some of that safely. I feel like there is a safety thing going on there, and definitely there could be some stuff with your mom or just like mom energy, maternal archetypes, like you as a mom, your mom, um, etc., grandmothers, aunties, sister. You understand what I'm saying here. It's like that archetype that is a caregiver, that is a healer, that comes in and hugs and gives you like a big mama bear hug with lots of love, like how that has been lacking in your life potentially, and also how you need to give it to yourself. And recognizing also, yeah, thank you. Also recognizing certain people, places, situations that take that away from you or deplete you of that. Some of you actually have this naturally. Oh, access it. I'm hearing access it. We all, okay, thank you. They're correcting me. Everybody has this within them, right? Everybody has this within them. Some of it just comes out more naturally in other people. Some of us got to really dig deep in there. You have this nurturing, healing, yummy, loving energy within you. It's time you dig deep and allow yourself to access it for yourself. Some of you will be taking on the role of a mother as well, regardless of gender, is what they're saying. Regardless of gender, regardless of gender. Remember, mother is just a nurturing force. It's that mama love bear hug kind of vibe. Some of you could be working with the bear. The bear keeps wanting to be mentioned as well, but that's what I'm getting. Access the mother inside of yourself for yourself, and some of you will be asked to access it and step into that role in a bigger way than you're thinking, is what I'm hearing. In a bigger way than what you're thinking, more untraditional way than what you're thinking. Can I get another one for Capricorn, please? I think it's no surprise Cancer came up too before we pulled that card out. Can I get one more for Capricorn? Oh my. The offering. I feel like this is the release of the burden. Oh, some of you are going to be in for some purging. And again, maybe not in the way you expect, because it is like literally allowing yourself to just let it go. Because you're holding it. Like they're making that very clear. You're holding it. You're holding it. You're holding it. You're holding it. Just let it go. Just let it go. It's okay. Just give yourself and your body permission to let it go. Some of you need to really talk to your body and really be aware of your body and where you're holding stuff. They keep bringing back up the back issues. Okay, it's because you're breaking your back with this energy. You're breaking the back with the energetic burden. It's not even about the physical burden that some of you are under. Some of you definitely are carrying physical burdens for sure, but it's about the energetic burden. Let it go. It's breaking your back. Just let it go. The offering is how it sounds. It's offering something up. It's a practice of sacrifice. I haven't spoken about this in a hot minute, but the practice of sacrifice is to let something go, relinquish it, give it up to spirit, give it up to the ether, give it up to the forces that be, and have it return to you in a sacred new way. Offering is just a practice of sacrifice, which is just to make something sacred. If you allow yourself to give up this emotional, energetic burden that is affecting your chest cavity, I think you're going to be amazed at what comes back to you. But that's what I feel with offering. Just let it go. Let it go, let it go. And once you start to access that mother energy for yourself, especially those who start to access it for other people, that's when you're going to start to see this return on that sacrifice. I'm going to call it a sacrifice because that's what it is. That's what it is. Should I get another? Yeah. Okay. I can get one more. Can I get one more for Capricorns, please? Some of you, when I say roller coaster of purging, it's like anger, like anger, resentment for taking on burdens. I'm hearing guilt for bleh, ugh, that immediately made me want to just get shit out of my mouth. Oh, stuff down words, stuff down emotions, but the guilt feels really gross. I've oh, Cappies, just get it out. Just let it go. Um, the guilt feels like it has been instilled in you by other people, and you've learned to feel guilty if you're not taking on burdens of other people. Some of you, again, have already overcome this and have already relinquished the burden, have already made the offering, the sacrifice. Some of you are just realizing that you need to start, or that it's starting now for you. Can I get one more, please? Oh, yeah. The temple. God, I keep getting pulled back to the body. And remember, some of you are going to have some physical changes in the body as you relinquish this offering, this sacrifice of the burden you've been carrying around in your heart, in your chest, in your back. But the temple is a sacred space. And you are making a sacrifice. You make a sacrifice in a sacred space, in a sacred way. This is all gonna, I keep getting the body is the temple, the body, the body, the body, the body, the body, the body. Your body is gonna thank you so much for this. I think you're gonna be shocked at how much your body changes. Some of you, most of you, this is gonna be with your cardiovascular system and your weight is literally what I'm getting. Cardiovascular system and your weight. They want me to be very clear about this. There's something about hearing those words that I think is going to trigger your awareness to it. Your cardiovascular system and your weight. Okay? Okay. Taking a little bit of extra time to also make a safe, sacred, say they're saying sacred space in your home, in your dwelling will also help you with this. Okay? Okay. Wow. Wowza. All right, let's go ahead and pull some other cards for you. Let's start with an oracle deck. I can't believe we're almost 20 minutes already. Um, it just kind of happens. Actually, you know what? Let's do the animals. I was going to do star codes. Let's do animals. They were bringing up animals for you, so might as well. I do feel that some of you are going to be going down memory lane, and there's going to be some appreciation for people from your past that I feel like you probably don't speak to anymore. Sometimes we can't fully appreciate people till a lot of time has passed and until we've grown. And some of you, I'm feeling that. Some of you, that's definitely like a grandparent. The different things I'm getting grandparent, I'm getting boss, a boss, like literally jefe, like boss. Someone you worked for, worked under, admired, maybe not fully back then. I feel a little bit of like tension there. You learned from. Definitely friends, a lot of friends. Couple lovers in there. That lover energy is not very big though. No. It's reminding me of the book, The 5 People You Meet in Heaven. For some of you, maybe these people are passed on. I'm hearing a hard yes on that. Okay. If you've never read that book, The 5 People You Meet in Heaven, oh my God, I love that book. You should totally read that book. I forget the name of the author, Mitch something. Album? No, I don't think that's his last name. Mitch something. But if you look it up, you'll see it. They made a movie about it, actually. I don't think it did very well. But there's something about that book that might trigger some stuff for you as far as gratitude and appreciation for certain people that you meet on your journey. Okay. Anyway. Any messages or insights? Oh, by the way, for the newbies, hi. This is the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck. If you're looking at decks below and are curious, this is also Kim Kranz, by the way, the same person who makes this deck. Okay. Inspired, are we, Cappies? Firefly. Firefly is literally that. It is a burst of vitality and inspired energy. The book literally says capitalize on it because it's fleeting and it is not always predictable or reliable to come back or even stick around as long as you may need it to. It's like a muse like energy as well. Inspired. I feel like it's really strong inspiration for you. What's with this inspired energy? So, oh, buddy, hi. Got the Clydester down here. Some of you will be inspired to relinquish this burden, almost like a catalyst. Thank you. Yeah, some of you, there's this release will be catalyzed. I feel like a lot of you've moved through that already. And after the release, you may be shocked at how much physical energy you actually have. Thank you. And even the clarity of what you want to do with it. Oh, that's kind of cool. Because this identity, this role of being strong or holding on to like this burden, these burdens up in the chest cavity, I feel like has also been keeping some of you, I got to be honest, relatively stuck in a set path and a set mindset. I'm getting a little bit of like blinders on a horse kind of vibe because part of the burden is you not acknowledging your feelings, not acknowledging how certain people, events have made you feel and the anger and resentment that's tied up in that. And once you let that go, it actually gives you a lot more clarity and a lot more space for your true desires to kind of take up room and take up vacancy. And then it's like, oh well, wait a minute. I could do what? I'm free to do what now? I just keep getting so much more energy, so much more vitality. The body is going to be like recovering in some way that is just going to surprise you. Yeah, the body's going to change. The body's going to change. The body's going to change. Some of you, this is about becoming a parent or a grandparent. I really feel like more parent though, like specifically like getting pregnant, to be honest with you. I know that's speaking more to just women, but I just got to be honest with the energy that I'm getting. Can I get another card, please, for Capricorn? One more, please. I knew the unicorn was going to come out. Should have called it, but that's okay. That's okay. Unicorn, believing that the impossible is possible and having a lot more clarity because it is the third eye, it is the ajna, right? It also can be very etherical, very cosmic. It's also about the unique self poking through here. There's so much more space now. There's so much more space for your true desires and your true wants. Because here's the thing, too, Cappies. When you are used to doing shit, when you're used to just like pushing through and doing and doing and doing and doing, you like doing so much that you'll just do for the sake of doing to the point where the intention behind it outside of just doing it kind of gets lost. And I do feel like some of you are realizing that as you allow like yourself to release these burdens. Again, all up in the chest cavity, they keep wanting me to emphasize that. As you allow yourself to release these burdens, it's like you're realizing what matters to you and also like your true intentions that you actually want to operate from the unique self. The unique self. Some of you are going to be getting downloads as well because of this, but I just feel like your clarity is just so much more palpable. It's so much stronger because of this. A lot of confidence there as well. Getting something about communication. Can I get a third card for Capricorn, please? Can I get a third card for Capricorn? Oh, look who showed up. The bear. Big Mama Bear Hug showed up. I literally feel like that's why this card is here. To represent this mother energy. Hold on a second. And how important this energy is. Getting into this energy for yourself. And then for some of you, like I said, you're going to be asked to get into that role for other people or another person, like becoming a parent or even just becoming a leader, being somebody who can hold space for other people, where people can be seen, where people can feel calmer in your presence. That's also what I'm getting. But remember, the bear holds space. The bear also comes up when we need to recover, when we need to be held in a sacred space. Sacred space seems to be coming up a lot for you as well in this reading. Okay, hold on. Cards getting all over the place here. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and pull from another deck. I'd like for it to be a tarot deck. I kind of want to save the unicorns for part two. They said use them. Okay. Okay, I'll use them. Let's use them now for Capricorn. Some of you are going to start to feel like you're actually way more clear on your sense of purpose. Now, when we say that, I know it sounds grandiose. So just for those who are new and don't really know what I mean by that, my people who've been around, you know what I mean by that, you know. But for those who are new, when I say purpose or mission or calling, all that is you being yourself and following what your soul is most fulfilled by. That's all. For some people, it's literally being a cat mom, for example. Some people it's gardening. Some people it's being a teacher. Some people it's working with kids. Some people it's being a lawyer, whatever. It's like it doesn't always have to pertain to work either. It could pertain to your own passions. It can even pertain to just enjoying people and enjoying life. But I am getting that too with this unicorn, especially just having a lot more clarity on what is sacred to your soul. Sacred, the word sacred. What is sacred to your soul in the sense of purpose. Hold on, I'm gonna write down a title here. Okay, all right, let's get back to it. Okay, Firefly. Tell me about the Firefly. It's like, why do I feel like the Firefly is like kissing the horn of the unicorn? That's kind of how it feels. Tell me about Firefly for Capricorn. Six of Pentacles. Ooh, okay, Cappies, you might be getting a little bit of assistance. Six of Pentacles is an open, giving, taking energy. It's usually gift giving, reciprocity, a helping hand, if you will. And I do feel like it is coming up to say you're supported. You're supported and you have help, but you also don't have to give to the point where it's a detriment to you. And be aware of that. I feel like you are getting very clear on what it is to have healthy reciprocity, especially when it comes to unconditional giving and receiving. That's a big theme lately as well in the collective. Okay. Can I get a card for Unicorn? How can I be of service? That's also what I'm hearing as well. Some of you are also going to realize, because you do like to support, you do like to provide. That is very much a happy thing. Again, how can you do that in a healthy way, a sustainable way? Is also coming through. I'm getting Ace of Pentacles. We don't have it out, but I'm just feeling it. Some of you are going to be offered an opportunity to do that. Some of you are trying to figure out how to cultivate an opportunity to do that. Come back. Okay. Tell me about Unicorn. Some of you, there's a large sum of money involved in this. It's arrived. I feel like that really only pertains to people who've actually been trying to cultivate money. That like you're finally hitting your goal, or you're finally like hitting like the right number for something, like an investment. Interesting. Tell me about Unicorn. Am I taking these? No. Tell me about Unicorn for Capricorn. Am I taking these? No. Some of you guys are really going to get involved very closely with animals. Animals are coming in so strong, not just like in the animal guardian way, but like literally working with animals, like in a shelter or something like that, or like farm. Some of you maybe farms, but I'm getting more like shelters, like helping hurting animals or abused animals. That's coming through very strongly. Tell me about Unicorn for Capricorn. Yeah, wow. I felt it, but a little surprised to see it here. Five of Wands with the Unicorn. So quite a few things I'm feeling. Oh, this is gonna be a long reading, Cappies. My bad. The Five of Wands. First of all, I'm feeling this fight and resistance of your true self. remember what I was saying, it's like doing for the sake of doing, or you're so used to operating in a certain way or in a certain role or a certain path that you're used to it, you know it, and so you keep doing and doing and doing and doing because it feels good to do, because you're a Capricorn. It feels good to be productive. It feels good to be accomplishing something or showing up in some way. But again, have you lost the intention behind it? Do you even know why you're even doing it? Right? Are you doing it because you just feel obligated to? Are you doing it because the burdens in your heart or in your chest cavity are driving you to do it when really deep down there's a more authentic intention, right? And I think some of you have been fighting that because accessing that also means releasing the burden. It means opening the heart. It means letting go of all of that you've been holding on to. Okay, so I'm definitely feeling that. Some of you, there's some competitive energy at play. Oh, I'm getting the devil card. All right, so take this next message as it resonates, okay? Some of you have a competitive spirit. Some of you have a shadow of competition. Yeah, that's how that wants to be said, a shadow of competition. Others of you have experienced this externally where people have brought that to you, projected that onto you, and just be aware of that, deal with that as you need to. For those where it's more about you carrying a competitive spirit, be mindful of projections and mirrors where you could be perceiving other people are trying to compete with you, but maybe you're really competing with them, or you just think that competition is happening because it's part of your narrative, it's part of your story. Okay, so be mindful of that. But I just feel like a lot of resistance with this inner unicorn, and this inner unicorn's been trying to break out. And I really feel again the chest cavity, the back, the back, the back. Like your body's been telling you. If you've been having back problems, tension in the shoulders and the chest, heart palpitations, high blood pressures coming through as well, any of that, that is an indication that your body has been telling you that this inner unicorn's been trying to break out and that it needs room to break out. It needs you to release the burdens you're holding onto in your chest. Okay. Whoo, bear, bear, mama bear. Let's get into that. Well, that was fast. Okay. Oh, love it. Six of Wands is the victory with the bear. So we have this progression from the 5 to the 6. There's an Ace of Wands there, but it's just kind of hitting home on what I already mentioned. The bear energy is actually going to help you do this. The bear energy is going to help you accomplish this. This is your ability to hold yourself in a loving, compassionate, safe way. Some of you, with the 6 of Pentacles and the 6 of Wands and the 5 of Wands, all three of these cards also speak to a social component of other people witnessing you or being a part of this in some way. So some of you may actually be in the arms of a bear person or a bear energy. And again, it could be vice versa. Some of you could be doing this for another person, taking on that role of mother, mama bear for other people, right? Some of you will be an example of this and moving from an example of traditional strength and resilience to an example of strength of love, of strength of the heart, which is love. It is compassion. It is gentility. They're really honing in on compassion. Compassion, 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 compassion. This is your key to victory. Okay. Whoo, my oh my. Okay. Cappies, we're moving into part 2. I am so eager to dive deeper into this and see what other details we get. Like I said, too, especially with the 6 of Pentacles, the 6 of Wands, and the 5 of Wands, all of that is social, meaning other people are sprinkled in this with you, either witnessing, helping, or fighting you. I know we're going to get into it. But if this is where we depart, I hope that this has been helpful and supportive for you. If you feel like you need a deeper dive, I'm going to see you guys in a minute. But either way, I wish you luck. This is a pretty powerful read, and I will see you guys soon. Okay. Bye, Cappies.